This is a final test of 41339, which is a Forte Model 1A Class A biased amplifier. One of the things that alarmed me is all the output transistors, the heat conducting compound was totally dried up, was powder. And in an amplifier like this, where you're going to be generating a lot of heat, it's mandatory that the heat be wicked off the transistors to the heat sinks, or else the item goes into thermal runaway. So all the transistors were pulled off the heat sink, which is 20 output transistors, and there's 4 other TO220 type transistors, probably for power supply or bias regulation, and they were all removed and new heat sink compound put on it. Now, what they look like, I haven't cleaned it up yet, but it looks like the old-fashioned white toothpaste. See all that? That's our ally. That's what we want on the transistors. We don't want them all bone dry like they were before. Now we have nice, optimum heat conducting. I hope that autofocus is working. Nice optimum heat conducting away from the transistors to the heat sinks. And I'll clean that up a little bit, but I'm not too concerned about the cosmetics. I'm concerned about the engineering aspects. So what we're going to do is feed a 400 cycle sine wave into this, and at low volume I'll leave the speakers on, and we're just going to look at the sine waves on the scope. The upper display is the left channel, lower display is the right channel. And as I turn up the volume, I'm going to switch into dummy loads. That way my ears don't get damaged and the microphone on this camera doesn't get saturated and start to distort. So I'm going to turn the items on right now, and we're going to turn the audio up a little bit from the generator. And again, that's the left channel, that's the right channel. Probably hear that. As I turn this up, the microphone might start to distort, so I'm going to shift over into dummy loads. There we go. And we're going to get a little more gain out of this and keep giving it more amplitude. And that's about as high as I want to go. And right about there is good. So your item is beautiful. It looked like work was done on this previously, because on one bank of output screws, the screws were a bit chewed. I'm sure they didn't come chewed from the factory, but whoever was in here did a good job. And I'm going to clean it up, and it's ready to go. That's the end of this.